So I'm about to wash my hair, and what I've just put on my scalp is the Dr. Locs Pre-Cleanse. Pre-Cleanse, when I feel like maybe I've, gotten some buildup or something on my scalp, or if I haven't used it in a while, like did a scalp pre-cleanse, I'll use this. It's not every time before I wash my locks. Now, one thing you want to do before you wash your hair is look through your hair for lint. Ideally, you will want to have on a darker top, and I have on a lighter one, but at any rate, you want to look through your hair for lint. Typically, lint, if it is in your hair, it's at the bottom or the tips of your locks. So just look through your hair, see if you see any lint. Okay. Just look through. And of course, if you see any, like that, see that piece of lint? We're just going to lightly pull, and you really pull with now it's gone, and it's right here. I don't know if you can see, but it is right there. But at any rate, I'm just going to wipe it. I have a, what is this? It's a bamboo Kleenex on my countertop. You just want to have something that you're putting that piece of lint on. Because what I have done, or what you can do if you don't do that, what'll end up happening is you're just putting the lint back in your hair. So I've looked through that side. Now I'm going to look through this side, see if I see any. I know my roots, especially the front, looks good. That's because I went to an event yesterday and I ended up touching up my edges pretty much. So before you wash, you can just unravel those, to make your wash good. That one already unraveled. Yep, all of these edges. You see how it looks like a fresh retwist? Well, it's not. It's really me, my attempt of refreshing my edges so I can have a clean edge line at the formal event I went to yesterday. You just open them up. See how it's open now? You would do that around the entire, all of your edges. I'm having an ADHD moment because I'm supposed to be finishing looking right there. Be careful. Because you would just unravel those, loosen it up. Now here's the thing, you want to do the same thing when you're about to dye your hair. If you're touching up your roots, obviously before the next wash rather, I'll be touching up my dye. So touching up my roots. And as y'all can see, I have a chocolate color going on, which I absolutely love. Shout out to our internet niece, Zendaya. And I say our, I'm talking about older millennial stuff. Zendaya is our internet niece. We literally saw her grow up. Okay. Just getting all of that. So, if you've seen my edge, how to lay your edges tutorial, a lot of y'all know I use this pretty much every day on my edges. So it's good for me to use a pre-cleanse, even though this is it's mousse. All natural products. Look at the ingredients list. Super short as compared to a lot of other hair care products. The ingredients list is super long. So we have that. Now let's keep looking here for lint. And let's see, I don't really see, do a good job about like if I see something during the week, you know, whatever, like as soon as I see a piece of lint, if I see anything in my hair, I go ahead and grab it so I don't have buildup. Okay. Notice my edges. So I did do a blunt cut last November. I cut 7 inches off my locks, and now because I did a blunt cut, some of my ends are like puffing up. So there is a hair care salon I have been eyeing, and I am considering giving them a try. What I'm doing now, I'm not digging, I'm doing like this. I'm using like let's say if this was my head, I'm just doing like this with the balls of my fingers, ball tips of my fingers. I'm just doing like this, a light massage, massaging this pre-cleanse in. And if I feel any like spots that may feel a little drier than they should, I would just do this. Now I'm at the tail end of this, which I need to place another order. Shout out to Dr. Locs. She really got me through like some major milestones in my lock journey. Let's see, I first started using Dr. Locs around, put that back up. I first started using Dr. Locs. I may have like had probably this much hair, you know, from right here, right? And so we see where we are. So her products are extremely good, all natural hair care products, and I just absolutely love. Also the brand Lovely, shout out to James, that they have a great line as well. They sent me some products maybe, I want to say 2-3 years ago. Well, yeah, it may have been 4 years ago actually. It may have been 4 years ago. At any rate, sent me some products. I absolutely love them. So while we let that sit, we are going to get our shampoo, conditioner, and everything else ready to style our hair after we wash it. Oh, this feels so good. I'm just rubbing. rub. And you just want to get that good in there on your scalp. I don't really put much on like the actual lock itself. Aside from just, you know, the original, like when I first do my hair, some castor oil. There's really not much I put on my hair, you know, throughout the weeks. I typically wash my hair every 2 weeks. That's my, you know, that's just the way I like it. That's the way I like to do it. Now, when I first got my locks, and I started here, honestly, if I had been brave enough, courageous enough to like document my hair process, my hair journey, rather, my lock journey with you all, even like I had a low haircut at one point in time. I was loose natural for 7 years before locking my hair. You guys would have seen so many different spaces of me. At any rate, and how I maintain my hair. Because one thing has been true, I have consistently maintained my hair. Sometimes you gotta look a little harder because the light can make it seem like it's some lint in your hair, because of how the hair is like bald in the lock. Like, let me show you. You see that right there? Oh, okay, that's actually lint. Let's get that. And remember, we're just, hold up, is that lint? Yes. Okay, got it. And sometimes you may hear like, well, there's no safe way of pulling lint out of your locks without damaging the lock. It's true if you don't know how to safely pull lint out of your locks. But honestly, you could do it. You just gotta do it. So, like I said, when it's time to dye my roots, I'm just going to take each lock and just open up the root. Okay. But look at my scalp too, guys, just so y'all can see. Been working with nothing really there. I did put some castor oil on yesterday though, so that's another reason I wanted to use the pre-cleanse. Okay, so we can see everything. So I am going to go ahead and shampoo. Wow, let me show y'all. Let me grab the shampoo and I will show you guys the shampoo I'm going to use. I've used it once and I absolutely loved it. So I'm going to show you guys the shampoo. If you live in a space where sun is present, you know, it's sunny, the sun can actually bleach your hair. So that's what happened right there. Yes, I have dye, but my dye is a chocolate. It's not a blonde. And so that's what happened there. The dye, I mean the sun, because you know, your hair like in the front is what's in the sun, depending on how you wear your hair, and I do wear my hair where that part is in the sun. So that's what happened. So let me go get my shampoo, show you guys real quick, so I can go ahead shampoo. And I need to I'm gonna drop a picture of the filter I use. You can see up there, Filter Baby, okay? Filter Baby is a great brand for making sure you are only putting clean and truly filtered, like chemical free water on your body, not just on your body, but in your hair too. So I've seen a significant difference in my hair and my scalp by using Filter Baby. Okay. All right. Okay. So Hair ResQ. So I went in, I was in DC for about a week or so. And then when I came home, my scalp just felt really flaky. So what I did was I looked up, dandruff shampoo. And it really wasn't dandruff, it just felt dry and flaky. At any rate, I used the Yucca app. And Yucca was like, stay away from sulfur 8, which is what I really wanted to use. So it gives you recommendations, which I love, because if you're going to give me, a problem, give me a solution, okay? So Hair ResQ. I have the shampoo as well as the conditioner. You guys can see how much I used of each on only one wash. So this should last me about 5 washes? Yeah, somewhere in there. Okay, and it looks like the conditioner, I was able to stretch it a little more than I was the shampoo. No, I'm sure I shampooed my hair 2 or 3 times. Okay, so that's why you see that. At any rate, this is what I'm going to use. So I'm excited to continue to use this, and honestly, by the time I get to the end of these bottles, I want to give a true review of Hair ResQ and how it works on my locks. Now, my hair texture is like right in the middle of a 4B, 4C. I feel like it's 4C, however, then I see some 4C girlies, and then I'm like, okay, maybe it's 4B, 4C, like right in the middle. At any rate, I'll show you guys. So see you guys soon, and I'm going to do a follow-up video on how I do my hair as far as my retwist and my curly style. Okay, so see you guys soon. Bye.